Hi, welcome to another Charlene show. Today we're going to talk about shit songwriting. Let's start out with a little known group called NSYNC, I think it's called. Uh, Song title, God Must Have Spent a Little More Time on You. And by the way, just fucking name the song something shorter. There's nothing more frustrating than when you're trying to steal somebody's because Mr. or Mrs. Self-Indulgent had to name it something 18 words long with parentheses and hyphens and shit. Now on to the song. The lyrics that I hate from this song: your soul is like a secret that I never could keep. Yeah, because your soul is what we in the gossip business call a hot dish. Couldn't keep it to myself. Had to tell all my guy friends in the locker room about your soul. And then you changed my world with just one kiss. My world was like this, right? And then you pressed your thin, chapped lips up against mine, and now it does this. You changed my world. Now, I can't really blame these guys entirely because I'm pretty sure not a one of them had a hand in writing this shitty song. And by the way, isn't the concept just a tad insulting? Like, God must have spent more time on you so that, dudes could pop boners every time you walk by, but then he rushed through that kid after you with cerebral palsy. Shitty. Number two, this next one's gonna piss off a lot of my guy friends and maybe some of my emo girlfriends, but Linkin Park, Numb. And the offending lyric is, so much more aware, I'm becoming this. Okay, this is a filler line if I've ever heard one. And the problem that I have with this lyric is the fact that it didn't even need to rhyme with anything else. So, like, why couldn't they have come up with a better line about, I don't know, perhaps what it is they're becoming more aware of? I'm just saying. And number three, this one hurts us all. Paul McCartney and Wings, Live and Let Die. But if this ever-changing world in which we live in, ew, there's like 18 things wrong with this sentence, and you can bet your ass that all 18 would be underlined with red pen if you turn this in as an assignment. Number four, Natalie Imbruglia, Torn. I'm cold and I'm ashamed, lying naked on the floor. Okay, number one, if someone actually acted out the lyrics to this song in a literal fashion, they would just look overly dramatic and silly, wouldn't they? And number two, with the title of the song being Torn, it almost implies forcible anal rape. Number five, Jingle Bells. Jingle all the way. Yeah, jingle all the fucking way, dude. I'm so into jingle that I'm gonna get a jingle tattoo on my fucking forearm. Okay, number five. This one hurts me personally. The Pretenders, brass in pocket. Got new skank, so reet. I'm going to repeat that. Got new skank, so reet. R-E-E-T, reet. Okay. What the fuck is being implied here? Like, to me, it just sounds like some kind of slang that pot smokers use. Yo, bro, I got this new skank weed, man, and it's reet, bro. Number 7, Your Body is a Wonderland by John Mayer. Okay, admittedly, Room for Squares was a pretty good album, but this song in particular uses probably the worst metaphor I've ever heard. One pair of candy lips and your bubblegum tongue. Yuck. Okay, this implies that you are chewing on somebody's tongue and possibly blowing bubbles with it, Mr. Mayor. Learn to write. Number 8, Meatloaf. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Great song, huge hit for Meatloaf, but this line must be exposed for the piece of shit that it is. I mean, it's an okay concept on its own, but not for such a sentimental, personal song. But there ain't no Coupe de Ville hiding at the bottom of the Cracker Jack box. And believe me, Meatloaf would have come across one by now if there were. He's looked very hard. Number 9, Starship, We Built This City. The entire fucking song. I can't pick out a specific lyric that offends me the most because it offends me in its entirety. It's the most painfully embarrassing song to ever be written and recorded. Like, somebody actually wrote down those horrific lyrics and said, this is my song, I wrote this and I want to record it so that other people can hear it. Number 10, finally, I love Janet Jackson, but this line from Feedback is just a bit much, even for me. Something heavy like a first day period. Wow. No fucking guy on earth ever wants to hear about your period under any circumstances. And briefly, I wanted to touch on the shitty lyrics that Disney used to replace the originals with in Pocahontas, the song being Savages. Okay, the original lyrics that were sung by English settlers about Native Americans were, their whole disgusting race is like a curse. This was deemed too offensive to somebody, so they changed the lyrics to, here's what you get when the races are diverse. Yeah, because I'm really sure that English settlers from the 1600s were really modern thinkers, and God forbid they offend the savages that they were about to kill. Come on, Disney, grow some balls. What fucking kind of sense does that make? The original lyrics should have been left alone, because this is a period piece, and that's the way that people thought back then. I mean, at least let one thing be historically accurate about this abortion of a fucking movie. And to end today's show, here's some cliches that songwriters are no longer allowed to use, according to me. Number 1, I can't sleep. sleepless nights, anything along those lines of I can't eat, I can't sleep, I can't shit, I can't write songs. No more songs about eyes, hearts, lips, or asses. I've had enough of this shit. Let's pick some new organs to dedicate love songs to. Maybe elbows or scalps if the girl has a really nice scalp. Perhaps this little ball thingy on the wrist. Uh, Number 3, it'll be all right, or everything's gonna be all right. Don't fucking tell people that. You don't know that. Number 4, don't ever fucking rhyme Bacardi with party anymore. It's not clever. And finally, number 5, don't fucking end a statement with "it's true." Well, obviously it's fucking true. You just presented it as fact. And if there's something I missed, if there's a shitty lyric that you'd like to talk about, leave it in the comments below. And we'll see you next time on Charlene's show, Pasco Unfiltered. Thank you for watching.